Our country's security chiefs testifying in front of Congress today, warning Americans that despite a so-called charm offensive by North Korea at the Olympics, the threat level from that country remains high.
A million-man army, 70% of it is south of Pyongyang, and they train in a very deliberate fashion. The strategic calculus is not changing, and we should not be misled by the events that are taking place around the Olympics.
Here now is Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, host of War Stories on Fox News. Colonel, frankly, as low in esteem as I put the mainstream media anyway, I was amazed at their buying in to this propaganda effort. I mean, it is like, in fact, it's exactly the same as when some media outlets in the 30s bought into Hitler's show at an Olympics that he celebrated back then. I mean, this is just extraordinary. I'm glad the military chiefs, none of them fell for it.
Well, and of course, the intelligence chiefs that were testifying today, this is an annual affair to have the intelligence people describe for the Congress what they perceive to be the global threats to the United States. And there is absolutely no doubt that our media on the issue of what's going on in the Olympics has got to say it. Vladimir Putin is nothing more than Lenin, who described America's media, the Western media at the time, back in the 1920s, as, quote, useful idiots. Look at this whole thing that's been going on ever since this Olympic talk began is playing directly into the hands of Pyongyang. And, of course, he's got his little sister who's the head of the propaganda ministry up there, and she's the one who's carrying the candle for this thing. But you know what? It's happened before.
Well, it has, but, I have to argue with you on one point. I wouldn't say there's any similarity between the North Koreans and Putin. I mean, the North Koreans make Putin look like a humanitarian. They are closer to Nazi Germany than Putin. But let me just ask whether I can sort of understand the media falling for it, but the South Koreans, how can the South Korean, I mean, they are so close. They know what the North Koreans are up to. There have been enough defectors for them to know how brutal that regime is. Are they really falling for this?
Well, look, the South Korean government has, over the course of many years, done everything they can to cause a negotiation of some kind, as if the negotiation is the goal. The goal here is denuclearizing the entire peninsula. That's going to take, as many others have pointed out, a regime change in Pyongyang. And that's only going to happen if the Chinese want it to. The bottom line of it is the South Koreans are, in many cases, the different governments, it's a democratic government, will do this kind of thing, and they'll ignore the missile launches, they'll ignore the nuclear tests, and they'll probably get away with it right up until, as the North Koreans threaten to do, a nuclear test in the atmosphere.
Colonel, we only have about 30 seconds. I got to move you to the Middle East, though, because there was a battle in Syria last week at which there may have been some Russians killed by an American organized strike. When you have Americans killing Russians in a battle in the Middle East, that's kind of dangerous, no?
Well, look, the Russians are lying. They routinely lie. And of course, they told Defense Secretary Jim Mattis that there were no Russians there. There shouldn't have been, because the, quote, agreement was we're not going to have Russians up flying near Americans or on the ground near the Americans. This was a defensive attack, counterattack, to prevent an American unit that's advising the so-called Free Syrian Army, and they were a threat. And now, if there were Russians there and the Russians have lied about it, I'm not surprised. Are
they virtually everywhere in Syria? It appears so.
Well, look, they're all over the place. The Spetsnaz units that are operating very closely with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps all over that country, trying to back up the Assad regime in Damascus, have to be all over the place, because otherwise they'll collapse.
Colonel Oliver North, always a pleasure to see you, Colonel. Thank you very much for being here.